Hello artists and crafters. We're going to be making a UV resin pendant today, and the UV resin that we'll be using is Signature Crafts Light Cure, and it's really nice and glossy, and it's not tacky in any way. It's great. I love this stuff. You'll also need a mold, and today we're going to be using this particular one because I think that's very pretty. Tweezers, of course, some kind of nice fine tweezers, some little rhinestones. I hope you can see that. Let me just put those over here. Okay. Some foil, silver foil, and of course we'll need some dried flowers. To be honest with you, I get this variety pack, which is hard to open, but rather large. And I only got it for like $4 and I think $4.95. I got it on eBay, and they give you a nice variety. And I had bought 4 packs from them, and they had given me 4 different varieties, which I thought was wonderful. So today we're going to be using these purple flowers, and we're also probably going to use these little pink ones, like pinkish purple. And then I'll show you how we're going to cut those. I have some that are escaping. Put those back in. So to start, let me move a few things aside. I was also thinking possibly using some, I just got these. So I've got these little micro beads. I mean, they are tiny. So I'm thinking using the silver in here too. I'm not sure yet, but you get 12 packs. And so you get 4 of each color. So you get gold, rose gold, and silver. And they all look like, let me see if I can get one out. Just a little bit like that. Very tiny. So we might use these too. So I'll just keep those out just in case I decide to. So to begin, oh, one more thing. Don't forget, you do need a UV lamp. I have one that's for nails, and it's a 36 watt lamp, and it does a wonderful job at curing. So to begin with, we're just going to do a thin layer to start with. And I have my little brush. Make sure it goes all the way around the whole mold and into the corners. Then we're going to cure this for, I'm going to do 160 seconds. So you don't have to watch the countdown, so we will stop this for a moment. Okay, we're back, and it cured. So the next step would be the flowers. All you need is a pair of scissors. And just clip one flower off. And then we're going to clip each petal. So be careful when you're clipping them so you don't clip the flower. And we're going to take a few of these. Just clip these out. Oops. Okay. Oh, they're kind of shooting all over the place, but I think you get the idea of what I am trying to do. I just want these clipped off the stems. And anything that if you cut, yes, if you cut too many off, you can always use them in another project. I've got a couple other things in here that shouldn't be in there. So first, I'm going to take this little cup. It's a silicone cup. And I'm just going to put a little resin in there. Then I'm going to take my tweezers and just coat this a little. And then place it in the mold. Let me see, like that. Now you could put another layer down if you'd like, and then just place these in. That would be okay too. Having a little difficulty here trying to get them out. And I'm just simply putting kind of at an angle. And then if you see any bubbles, oops, sorry for putting my arm in the way. Just kind of get the bubbles out. Let's see. Hope my hair didn't get in there again. I'm telling you, I'm having a time with that hair. Okay. And then we will, I see a bubble. Sometimes they'll just burst, and then you don't have to try to pick it out. So we'll put this in for 30 seconds just to set the petals. Okay, now we're going to come back in and put another layer of resin on top. And I see a few more bubbles. If there's one or two little teeny bubbles in there, that's perfectly okay. I mean, they're hard to get them all out, but you can try. Once in a while you miss one or two. And also when you're putting the flowers in, sometimes the bubble, there's more bubbles. It creates more bubbles when you put the little flowers in. And sometimes the flowers just don't want to cooperate with you. Okay, there we go. Okay, so next we're going to use a little bit of foil. It's very delicate. And you just want to use small pieces and set it in between the flowers. You can use, you know, as much as you want. You can use a lot, a little, just, you know, whatever you think looks good to you. And I wanted to try these micro beads. So we'll see how this goes. Very staticky, it seems. Kind of just doing their own thing here. Oop. And they're just going where they want to. Look at this. And just put them in there. And just drop them in wherever you think they look pretty. And then we'll cure this for, let's do 60 seconds, possibly 120. You can check it with your finger if it still feels a little tacky. You can just add another 60 seconds or 90 seconds, whichever you prefer, just to make sure it's not tacky. And we'll come back when this is finished. Okay, I did it for 120 seconds. Okay, perfect. And then we're just going to put another layer. Fill it right up to the top. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Got it in a spot I didn't want it. Okay. And also to clean your tools, you can use baby wipes. And I use that to clean these up, so that they just stay really nice and clean and just don't get all gunked up with the resin. Okay, and I'm going to get some of these bubbles out. I see them. Just don't know if I can get them out. There we go. I know you probably see them, you go, wait a minute, you missed some. And I probably do. Okay. Oops. Wipe that off. Alright, so this is my brush, and like I said, use a baby wipe, wipe it off, and then just set it aside. And I got a little bit of resin on here, so I'm just gonna carefully wipe that off. See, looks like I got it all. I'll just stick that in my paper towel, and then we're going to cure this for, let's see, I'm going to say 3 times at 90 seconds. Okay, so now it's done curing and we can take it out. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that came out quite easy. As you can see, it's very pretty. On the other side, remember I told you about the bubbles? Well, even though I put them first in resin and then put them on, it still created a fairly large bubble there and there, little one there, which is okay because we're going to use this as the back side, and then this is going to be the front. Now before we finish this, we're going to get these ends off. So the way we're going to get the ends off is, well, first we'll move this out of the way, and we'll move this out of the way. And I have a very small nail Dremel, and it's not really fast. I mean, you turn it on, you can get a good speed, but you can also do it very lightly if you'd like. So that's what I'm going to keep the setting at, and then just get these ends filed down. Now I believe I bought this on eBay, and I only paid, I think it was like $9.98 or something for it. They're very easy to find. I think you just look up nail Dremel, and they have all kinds. I have, you know, a Dremel that I use for wood and things like that, and I also tried it with this, and it works really great, and it does have a lower speed, but it was just kind of big and bulky, and I just wanted something that I can just use right here at my desk and didn't have to have some big elaborate setup so I could use it. So I'm just doing the edges so the edges are not sharp, just going around the whole thing. Just a little, you don't have to do a lot. And that looks good. And then you just shut it off, set it aside. You can wipe your hands off with a baby wipe if it gets all over. You can just dust this off. Make sure got everything off of it. I just use a little makeup brush, one of my Dollar Tree finds, so very inexpensive. And I'm still finding just a little bit of sharpness right here, so I'm just going to file that down just a little bit. Okay. Now, all right. Whoop. I did that. All right. So I'm just getting every edge. Just get the inside of this too, a little bit. All right. So, just had to do a little extra there, but that's okay. And then I just wipe my area down because there is some dust. So the baby wipe cleans that all up. Okay. All right, so this is the back because that's got the bubbles. Here, I'll just show you really quick. See, that's the back. And what we're going to do is take the little strand of rhinestones, and then we're going to, since this is the back, we're going to put them face down on the inside. And it'll take a little time to arrange them. so they fit in there nicely. You'll need your brush again after you put the rhinestones in there, and they have to be face down so that they show on the right side where you're going to see it. And then you just have a little bit of UV resin in your mixing bowl. So you just need a little dab of it. So where you connected it, you can just add a little bit to the sides, just to hold it, not too much because it'll seep through. And then just take your UV light, place it over, set it for 30 seconds. You can use the cover. Just cover that up so it doesn't shine on you. And as soon as it's done, we'll be back. It's done curing. And as you can see the rhinestones. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place it. This is just a glass tile, and this is some sticky tack. And you just stick it on there, and you just put it on there so it's flat. And then what I use is this one door, I guess that's how you pronounce it. This nail polish for UV. This is the top coat, so it's very glossy. And I just paint it on. First we'll do, I just lift it up. Whoops. I just do the sides. Like that. I'm going to do these sides. Now you don't have to do this. You could use just the resin. I just tried this one time and I really like using this stuff because it really does make it look pretty. But so does the resin, because the resin that I use does have a high gloss to it. But this makes it a little glossier. And that's what I like about it. And don't forget, you file down the edges, so you make sure you get those edges so they don't show up. And then make sure that when you're looking at it, you make sure you get every little area, because sometimes you can miss them. You don't want to miss anything. You want it to be as beautiful as possible. Okay, set that aside. And so we did the back side now, and we'll set that for 90. Oops, wrong thing. I'm just grabbing stuff. So we'll set that for 90, and we'll be back in just a second. That side is done curing, so we'll take it off. I just do this to make sure there's no little stickies left on there, because you don't want that to happen. And then just press it on there. Okay. Make sure it's flat. Now when I cured the other side, I did it about 3 or 4 times at the 90-second level. So just to make sure it was cured properly. And then we're going to use the top coat again. Don't go over the rhinestones. Just go around them. delicately. I mean, if some of it gets on a rhinestone, that's fine. It's clear. You can't see it. Okay. And then we'll just take a close-up look. Make sure we got all the edges. I do believe we did. So again, we're going to cure it. I'll say 4 times at the 90 seconds. And we'll be right back as soon as that's finished. All right, so now it's cured, and you can see how beautiful and shiny it is. And we're just going to take it off the back. And again, just make sure there's no stickies left. Put that aside, and we will put this aside. You can see a little bit of a shadow of that. All right, so here's the front. Absolutely gorgeous, huh? Sides look good. And then there's the back. Now there's a couple bubbles, but like I said, even if it flips over when you're wearing it, still looks beautiful. But this is what you really want to look at, and beautiful rhinestones. Now, just to show you, I've made this once before, and there's different ways you can hang this on a necklace. You could drill a hole and put one of those little eyelets in there and a jump ring, and then just string a cord through, or a necklace. But if you want that extra beauty, and here we go. I did this one in pink and blue with the rhinestones, and on the side I did some wire weaving, and the bail is wire weaving. And then I have this beautiful sterling silver chain on it. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to do the wire weaving. It's very easy. Like I said, you can do it several different ways to make this into a pendant. You could drill a hole and put an eyelet in it, and a jump ring, and then, you know, either a cord or, you know, a chain. I used just 20 gauge wire and 28 gauge wire for this. Very easy to do. It's an easier weave. The bail was easy. You don't even have to do a weave on the bail. You could just have 2 pieces of wire going up and then feed your chain through. On this one, I used sterling silver chain, and they're, you know, very beautiful, and the rhinestones are very lovely. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press that bell for further notifications of any upcoming videos. Also, if you're interested in any of my jewelry and purchasing it, or just looking at it, you can look under Instagram at Laurel Gromas, or you can look under Facebook at Rel's Treasured Trinkets. And if you need to contact me about purchasing, you can contact me either on Instagram messaging or the messenger on Facebook. I also can be contacted at Rel's Treasured Trinkets at gmail.com. And if you're wondering how to spell those, just go look down in the description box. All the links are there. And I also have some links for some of my artwork and my photography if you'd like to take a look at that also. So again, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.